After we landed in Rishikesh, we spent a lazy evening at Lakshman Jhula, and on the next day, we found out a hidden beach right underneath Ram Jhula by the Ganges. Today, we go and visit the Beatles Ashram at Rishikesh. The road is very deserted out here. Uh, Nothing, absolutely nothing all around. Everything is closed. Uh, I don't know whether we are in the right path or not, but the Google Maps is showing exactly this road, so we are going on it. But mainly there's a water treatment plant, and then there are some ashrams, but it is completely deserted. Most of them are closed, and very few people can be seen. This is inside Rajaji Tiger Reserve and called Chaurasia Kutia.
We are actually inside the Beatles Ashram premises, and we had to get a ticket worth 150 rupees per person. And this place, while coming to this place, we had to cross a very deserted area. It was quite deserted. Okay, we saw a cobra on the way, and I increased my pace because I'm very scared of snakes, very much, any kind of reptiles. I must say, Beatles chose a really secluded place. That is because this place is quite far away from the main city, and this is very quaint, very silent, and there is the ambience or the environment is very quiet.
Let's take you on a virtual tour of this Beatles Ashram. So, this Beatles Ashram is also known as Chaurasi Kutia. It is an ashram very close to the northern Indian city of Rishikesh in the state of Uttarakhand. During the 1960s and 1970s, it was also known as the International Academy of Meditation, and it was the training center for students of Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, who devised the transcendental meditation technique. The ashram gained international attention between February and April 1968 when the English band The Beatles studied meditation there, along with other celebrities like Donovan, Mia Farrow, and Mike Love. During this time, the Beatles produced their most productive period as songwriters, where they composed most of their songs from their self-titled double album, also known as the White Album. This site was abandoned in the 1990s and reverted back to the local forestry department in 2003, after which it became a very popular visiting place for fans of the Beatles. Although it became derelict and overrun by jungle, the site was officially opened to the public in December 2015. Since then, it has become known as the Beatles Ashram, and it also held an exhibition in February 2018 to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Beatles' arrival in Rishikesh. Maharishi Mahesh Yogi leased this site from the State Forestry Department of Uttar Pradesh in 1961. It sits on a 150 feet high cliff overlooking the Ganges River or a hill known as Manikut, and it comprised 14 acres of land surrounded by jungle. This facility was built in 1963 with a $100,000 gift from an American heiress, Doris Duke. It is referred to locally as the Chaurasi Ashram and also by some meditators as Shankaracharya Nagar. The Chaurasi is named because of the meditation hall, which has 84 meditation huts inside a building made out of the stones collected from the Ganges riverbed. The building boasted many structures along its way. There is a post office, and then there is a kitchen which could serve over 500 people. The main structure is one four-story building with a stepped pyramid design and multifoil arches above the doorways. And on the roof, there are these massive white structures shaped like ostrich eggs. By the mid 1970s, the Maharishi stopped using the ashram, and with the lease having expired in 1981, the land was reclaimed by the government in the mid 1990s as part of what is now Rajaji Tiger Reserve. Since the 1990s, trespassers on the ashram site had taken to leaving graffiti as a tribute to the Beatles. In 2012, street artist Pan Trinity Das founded the Beatles Cathedral Gallery with the aim of reactivating Satsang Hall, the property's former lecture hall, but his and others' efforts were curtailed by officials from the Forestry Department. So, this is the yoga chambers. There are 84 yoga chambers like this, small holes in the walls, and there are 84 of them for yoga meditation purposes.
It's 3:49 and finally we are moving out of the Beatles Ashram. This ashram was abandoned all of a sudden, and nature started reclaiming most of its buildings, and they started becoming a home for the tigers and snakes. After entering this ashram, my inquisitive nature came out, and I really wanted to know why did the Beatles band abandon this ashram. And there are two schools of thought. Let's not get into it because nobody is sure as of now. While roaming inside the ruins of those buildings, the ashrams and all such places, the quarters, and there was a really very eerie kind of feeling. I was really not interested in moving inside, going inside, but then Bhaskar actually dragged me there. And one thing was, uh, in those days, the architecture that they built was really good. The rooms and the hallways and everything, this dome specifically. By the way, if you see that structure behind me, that has been built recently. It's a museum kind of thing. It's a photo gallery, and here there are these are the ashram or the meditation halls kind of thing. People used to meditate here, and if you can see those stones have been taken from the river banks. These are the stones that are found on the Ganga river banks, and they used these stones to build most of the structures here. So fine, we head back towards the hotel and stay tuned.